I thought the kids really competed and played hard. You know, a great comeback in the second half. I mean, we got off to a very poor start. I thought our zone defense was very good. A couple of breakdowns on offensive rebounds that hurt us, but you know, the effort was there. We had a chance to win the game. A couple of plays down the stretch that they made that we didn't make, and you know, it's a game that could have gone either way. I just thought that they, you know, they also shot well from the line late. They made most of their free throws. We missed some, but you know, our effort was terrific. I was very happy. I thought Rob, off the bench, played great. You know, we got OD a good play, 12 and 10. So, you know, it was a war. You know, it was a typical conference game when you play St. Peter's. It's going to be that kind of game.
Questions for OD or Rob?
OD, what do you think for the slow start to both halves? What do you think?
I think it's just conference play. You know, both coaches have good feel for the opposite teams. Both players, you know, have a feel for the other team. It's just going to be tough. St. Peter's had us well scouted. We had them well scouted. So offensively, we both struggled to start. We know if we just hung in there, we'd be fine at the end.
You guys worked so hard to get it back from 16 down 40-40. What happened at that point with like 3-4 minutes left?
I think, you know, St. Peter's experience just showed. A couple of guys stepped up. You know, Brandon Hall, he hit a couple shots. Yvonne Raymond got some rebounds, made free throws down the stretch. And conversely, I think we kind of ran out of gas. You know, with a depleted bench, guys were tired late game. We couldn't stay in front of guys. Guys were getting to the rim and kicking it out, and they were hitting shots. So, you know, it's a credit to St. Peter's and the coaching staff.
How hard is it to come all the way back when you have to expend so much energy to come back and be down 14, 16 points with you?
It's tough, especially on the road. You know, coming back takes a lot out of you. You know, you're so jacked up. You're trying to play defense. You're trying to stop them every time, and then you're trying to go down and also score on every possession. And once you just get back into it, you know, it's tough to sustain it to pull away. So, like I said, you kind of run out of gas at some times. And like I said, St. Peter's experience just really showed.
You mentioned Hall, the three he hit made it 48-40. How big was that shot?
That was a big shot, and that's a shot that you expect from a senior point guard who's been there for 4 years. You know, he just run the teams, doesn't try to do anything out of his game, and he just hit a big shot. You know, it's all the credit to him and all the work that he's put in over the last 4 years.
Rob, the threes hadn't really been falling for you the first few games. What do you think the difference was for you tonight?
Well, Coach before the game said just shoot the ball, don't think about it. So I took him up on it, and I just shot it without worrying if it was going in or not, and luckily it went in tonight.
When you say think about it, the earlier games, were you maybe forcing it a little bit, or what?
I wasn't forcing it. I was just hesitating and like pump faking kind of when I should just let it go, because that's what I've been taught my whole life. And Coach kind of just this game let me have free reign to shoot it, and I took advantage of this game.
OD, what do you take out of the last two games? The comebacks were not really that similar, but they were comebacks that got you guys back to a tie. What do you take out of the Vermont game in this game, maybe that is useful?
It just shows that this team has just great resolve. You know, we're a team that plays their butts off every night. We're just a resilient group. You know, even with the depleted bench, the youth, you know, all the criticisms that we have, we're right in every game. And I think that's a positive takeaway from every single game. But now, you know, we don't want to take more victories. We got to figure out how to win games down the stretch. You know, these excuses aren't going to last for much longer. We got to figure out how to win games late. We got to execute late. Hopefully, with the return of a couple guys soon, that'll really help us out a lot.
Did it feel like you guys ran out of gas a bit when you came all the way back from 16 down to tie it?
But when we tied it, I mean, you're right there, and you want to get over like that tipping point. And when they hit a big shot, it kind of sucks the life out of you because you work so hard to get back, and then when they hit that shot, I mean, your head kind of drops because you came so close, but they just go back up.
All right. Thanks, guys. You can go shower up. Take questions for Mitch now.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Mitch, we mentioned the big three by Hall. What was the three-pointer by Hall that put them up 48-40? You just comment on how big
that was a big shot. I mean, you know, Hall had really not shot a three the whole game. We were going under the screens, and you know, he winds up making the biggest shot of the game. I thought that hurt, and we missed a big three. It was I think we were down 1 or 2, and Poole got a good look in the corner. I thought if that went down, you know, maybe that gets us the lead. So when it was 40-40, we had a couple of good looks. You know, Himes missed one, and Poole missed one. So you know, those were shots that if they drop, maybe it's a different game.
And right around that same sequence was you guys had them all the way down to the shot clock, and Kyle got called for the reach-in on Raymond. That had to be a pretty big call.
Yeah, it was a big call. Yeah, it was. He was starting to hurt us, Raymond, with you know, driving the ball late in the game. But you know, this is a team. You know, the kid said it. I mean, 6 guys basically playing. You know, in a tough environment, and you know, they're playing their hearts out, and you know, it's going to happen. They get tired. You know, it's a team that's tired.
What do you think was the root of your team's offensive problems?
I think St. Peter's defense was excellent. Yeah, I mean, I thought they defended us. I thought they got after the contested shots. But, you know, we came back. You know, our offense was better in the second half. And, you know, I think late we missed some shots that if we make them, you know, it's a different game.
Think the free throw shooting hurt you at all?
Yeah, definitely. We missed some free throws that would have kept it like 1 to 2. And, yeah, we did. I thought free throw shooting, theirs was excellent and ours was a little off.
Was it nice for you to see Rob get his shot going a little bit after, you know, maybe...
I thought Poole played really well, Mike. I mean, not forget his shooting. I mean, I thought he was active on the glass. He was good in the press. He didn't play like a freshman. You know, he had been sick. He had a sinus infection. Rob Poole's going to be a real good player. He just needs a little more maturation process, but I'm excited about him.
A couple more questions?
What does this game overall just tell you about your team for your league opening, Mitch, to come from all the way?
Well, I'm really happy with him. I mean, we've played 6 games now, and we've been right there in 5 of them. You know, I mean, we could be 5-1, and with a depleted bench and basically playing 6 guys. So, you know, the preparation for the games has been very good. The focus has been good. We're leading the league in defense. You know, we're right now so I'm really happy, Mark, with the team. I mean, we just got to find a way. Hopefully we get Owen back for Saturday. That gives us another body, and that'll help a lot.
You went through a pretty rigorous warm-up, Paul, even though he didn't play. Was that to test him to see if he'd be ready to play on Saturday?
Yeah, they wanted to test his equilibrium. I know tomorrow he's going to get tested again, but I think Owen is really really wants to play, and if he's cleared tomorrow, he'll probably play Saturday.
When they test him, what do they do exactly?
They check his equilibrium, Mike. They make sure that he's not, you know, he had a little imbalance. He's got some fluid in his ear. So I think that's subsided, and now, you know, I think they'll test him, see if he's okay, and then they'll clear him.
Okay.
But does he, like, cut around on the court and they check his balance, or, I mean, what exactly?
I don't know if they do that, but I think they'll do some tests.
Thanks, Coach.